I don't have a recollection of ever expressing myself about this little phenomenon here that I experience as somebody who handles cash, handles transactions, anything like that. Any of you who have experience with this, please chime in if you can. But did it happen to you guys often that people will wait until the transaction is over? You hand them the receipt, you tell them, have a good one, have a good day, goodbye, you're dismissed. And that's when they decide to ask about prices, if something came up on sale, if you took some coupon off and they never even handed it to you. Little bullshits like that. Why is it that these people get inspired to inquire about those things once the transaction is over? When the transaction is over, I'm gonna have to refer you somewhere else because in the event something is wrong at my register, I can't do anything about it. I can't refund you. I'm gonna have to send you somewhere else anyway. At that point, once the transaction has concluded, once that receipt has printed, at that point, don't even bother talking to me or asking me something or checking something because the transaction is over. My role with you is over. Go straight to customer service instead. And the reason it bothers me is because sometimes I'll see these people, they're still shuffling, looking for their card, shuffling, browsing around, or this is the one that I hate the most because I can only describe it as lack of organization. You're like, I'm gonna go grab one thing, and you take like 2 minutes and you come back with your arms full of stuff. You cannot commit to getting the one thing that you were supposed to get, but also, why is it that you don't accept that you're at the register now? Don't leave. We're transacting. Stay there so that you don't back up the line. Just be there. If you have to go back, just take that L, let me ring you up, pay for your stuff, and go back through the line. Some people do that, but some people come to the register and they continue shopping. At that point, shopping should be over. But back on the note of asking things when you're transacting, it's kind of no different because I see something like that happening. Like I'll be handing them their receipt and they'll go like, oh, I forgot the eggs that are impossible to find now. Is it okay if I go get them? No, it's not okay if you go get them. You can get them and get back on the line. But I'm not going to hold the person behind you who has their stuff loaded already. And I'm done with you because you be like that. Anyway, I just hope that that gets better because it's absurd how I see this every day now, multiple times. And I remember a time when that really wasn't a thing. So I just want to know if this is really the symptom manifesting of how people's mental and emotional states are really off around here. The reason I bring it up like that, the reason I even notice it in the first place is because, again, that is just some shit that I never do. Like, I have forgotten things and I usually use self-checkout, but I don't desert self-checkout to do my little stupid ass sprint to get something and then finish the transaction. I handle it one of two ways. I'll either be like, oh, fuck it, I'll get it next time, or I will pay and take stuff to my car or ask the attendant if I can bring the bag with me. At Walmart, it's an absolute no, you can't. That's when I started training myself to be like, okay, the one time I forget something and I need to go back, they tell me that. That's how I know that that's how they do it. But other places don't really mind. And I've only had to do that one time before. But I still don't like to do that because I find that weird to be walking around with paid groceries. I'll just go ahead and drop things off or leave them with someone else at their counter and then come back to it, something like that. But please, don't wait until the last minute. I be seeing you clowns spacing out, staring into the distance, or staring at me. There is no way that I can guess or anticipate that you're gonna ask questions about something because I don't know what kind of question you may have. And some things are just too stupid to ask about anyway. But I'm also not a goddamn psychic like that. Don't wait until the very end, and don't wait until after I give you the receipt to then begin auditing your receipt, because I'm gonna start scanning. The next person deserves respect. I'm gonna start scanning their item. And even when I start other people's orders and they're still auditing their receipt, they'll try to point something out. And I'm like, got any questions? Got it. Go to customer service. Because, like I said, even if you point something out that's wrong in the receipt, I can't do anything about it. And I don't expect everybody to know that I can't do anything about it. But just use a tad bit, little bit of common sense. Just a little bit. Be more present. If you have questions, make sure that you are asking them as it is your turn while you're there, not after the fact. That's just stupid and rude. So anyways, you guys, let me know if this is something that happens to you often. If it happened to you, do you have any interesting stories, any fun stories? I tend to dismiss them really quickly, so I really cannot elaborate on any of these, like how something concluded, but I really dislike lack of organization on stuff like that, and I just cannot entertain it. My job at that point is to refer them to the authority that can do something about it. Customer service. Okay, that's it. Bye.